Welcome to OreoOlives.com. You know, Oreo olives don't mix, but the abstract thought of putting those two words together has enlightened me to create a channel to discuss various topics. Well, people, got a question for you. What do you think about buying a stranger a cup of coffee? I bring that up because we live in a world where people are in a rush and begin to hate each other so much. And the buying a stranger a cup of coffee is like, if you're in a coffee shop, do you have enough time to just talk to somebody that you don't know? And it doesn't matter who they are or where they're from, but you're beginning to meet like people that you not normally would see every day. And it's just to spark a conversation to kind of make, the conversation a little bit better until you're doing something nice for someone that's not something over the edge and over the top. But I thought about this because what was so interesting is the other day I was out and about and I ended up going somewhere and I was there eating, and what happened was so profound. It was as I was sitting there talking, there was another person who was listening in on the conversation. They began to smile and they was wanting to join in on the conversation because they saw that we were having such a good time and great conversation. And this kind of thing happens in coffee shops. I've done the same thing in coffee shops. Just walk up and just start talking to random people that are in there, spark a conversation, and you'll learn so much. But what was happening is when I was there, the person was actually from the Philippines. And because we had asked where were they from, they had told us and everything. And it was so interesting because when I was able to relate to them and say, hey, I actually visited your country, during this time, and they were just so surprised, and it just kind of sparked a conversation. But I'm saying that to say that when you are able to do something so small, you may not think that it makes an impact on people, but it does make an impact on people. It makes people look and be like, man, like, I'm so glad that I met that person because they were able to provide me or give me a cup of coffee, and I didn't think that it would go, this far. You actually meet people. That's what they used to do back in the day, you all. Just go out and open and communicate and meet people. But now we are so much into our phones. We're so much into being non-social that we don't know how to be social, because everybody is going to need help. You're not going to make it out on your own. I mean, basically, that's just the whole thing of, you have to be able to meet and greet people, so that way that when you actually see them out in public or see them somewhere, or you could be on a job interview, and the very person that you bought that cup of coffee from is the person sitting behind the interview table, then you begin to wonder, and it'll be an aha moment for you if you didn't do it. So this is not to say to buy everybody a cup of coffee, but it's just to say that sometimes just at the drop of a dime, when you feel that is right, give it a try and see how it works out.